There's world changers or wannabe world changers who think they have to change a billion people, and there's the real world changers who change the world for one person.
To say rejection is not a bad thing. It's the fertilizer for your dreams to grow in.
You know, but if I quit, then I've lied to them and I've lied to myself.
Self-confidence really does come from keeping your word to yourself. Every time that you keep your word to yourself on what you said you were going to do, you build a little bit of self-confidence, right?
I'm David Specht, and this is Keep This in Mind.
And in the movie Austin Powers, and now, yes, I know we're going way back. The movie, Austin is running an inner monologue, except he's speaking it with his mouth and not realizing it, offering a comical and embarrassing situation. And like the movie, we all have an inner voice or an inner monologue that is constantly telling us things. But unlike the movie, most of the time, that inner voice is lying to us. It's negative. It tells us we're less than. I even wrote a few things down. Maybe some of these sound familiar to you. You're not good enough. You have screwed up too much to be successful or useful. You will never overcome your shortcomings. You will always be this way. Does any of these sound familiar? Well, good. Then you know you're not alone. Because I hear these same voices inside of my head. The same voice telling me that I'm less than, that I'm not going to accomplish anything, that my past mistakes will determine my future. And they're lies. Let me share that with you for once. They are lies. So, if we have this voice that is in our head all the time, and that voice is lying, how do we combat it? Because if you hear something enough times, you begin to believe it. Well, here's a few things that I wrote down this morning on how to combat the liar in your head. Number one, base your worth and ability on facts, not what the voice is saying, and combat that voice with those facts. When your inner voice tells you that you can't do anything, remind it what you can do. In my case, using me as an example, I wrote a book. How many people do you know can do that, have done that? I have the ability to do X, Y, and Z. When you come upon the lies, try to remember the things that you've accomplished. And even if they were a long time ago, combat them with those facts. The fact is that I've done a lot of good things in my life. And yet it's the negative things, the shortcomings, the failings that I tend to focus on. But think about all of the good and positive things that have taken place. Number two, and this might offend you, what does God say you're worth? If you're not a person of faith, then this makes no sense to you. But let me tell you something. As a Christian, I believe that my worth was the Son of God. Why? Because he was not killed. He gave himself. He offered himself up for me, even if I would have been the only one to accept that offer. He gave himself. God allowed his only begotten Son to be the payment for my sins and your sins and the sins of mankind, should we choose to accept that gift. So my worth is right up there. Number three, begin to celebrate your small wins. Even if that win is I made my bed this morning, even if that win is I got out of bed this morning, even if that win is I ate right for these first 2 hours. I only had 4 cups of coffee today instead of 12. You say, David, that's really insignificant. Is it? Because when you stack a small win on top of a small win on top of a small win, something takes place up here. All of a sudden you begin to believe that you can do greater things. Remember the third thing that I believe, that when you get traction in one area of life, you want to take on other areas. And it's the reason why I believe that is because that traction leads to confidence, and that confidence leads to taking on other things. So my question for you today is, how are you going to confront that inner voice, that liar inside your head? Can I tell you that if you will resist and confront, it will flee? He or she, depending on the gender of the voice that you hear, will flee. When you confront them with the truth of your worth, of your ability, and when you celebrate your wins, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, gradually, confidence begins to build. And that voice that seems so loud right now will begin to get lower and lower and lower, to the place where you can barely even hear it. It still will be there, because the liar will always try to lie and tell you you're worthless, and tell you that you'll always be this way, or tell you that you're past. But can I tell you, your future is counting on you to do these steps. Your future is counting on you to step into the person that you were meant to be. These 3 tools will help you get there. But the choice is yours. Are you going to listen to the liar, or are you going to stand up for the truth? And the truth is, you are worth it. God bless. Thanks for keeping this in mind today. If something landed, share this with someone who needs it. And if you haven't already, follow the show wherever you listen to podcasts. Connect with me at davidaspeck.com, and I'll see you next time. God bless.